welcome to another review. Why am I talking like this? I don't know, I think maybe Willie possessed me for a few seconds. But anyways, this is quite an exciting review where we are going to be looking at a figure from a company I have never gotten a figure from, that being the Nanmu Smart Series Velociraptor that's based on the JP3 Velociraptor. It's called the Blood Knight, but it's obviously the JP3 male raptor. And if you're interested in the female Velociraptor, that review will be up tomorrow. So if you want to see that one, just wait a few hours and it'll be out, because I did get both. But we're reviewing them separately because I thought that would make more sense and it wouldn't be a huge long video. So yeah, let's just go ahead and take a look at the box. The box is very interesting, I'll say. I've never had a figure that came in a box like this. So you just have the artwork. There's no photos or anything of the actual figure. It's just artwork, and then it has, you know, the Blood Knight up at the top, and then that's all it has, and it's got the logo there. The bottom's not really anything interesting. So but what I found weird and interesting, you could say, is if you lift this up, oh, you get a window to the figure. It's interesting. I don't know why they would have this and not just like get rid of this entirely and just have the window. I don't know. I'm not a toy box designer. I don't know, but I really like the way they've designed this packaging. It's just kind of weird that it's hidden under this flap, but you know what, I didn't make it, so I don't really care. It's still a cool figure and box and everything. So yeah, let's just go. Let me figure out how to open this now. All right, so we've got the raptor out and assembled. You also get this little stand, which maybe I'm just used to BOTM, but this stand is so tiny. It's just like, it's a little base, I guess. Like, you just kind of put the, yeah, you just do that. Like, I guess I'll have to use it more, but like, it just seems, how can you actually pose it with this? I mean, I guess you don't need something super crazy, but you know, different size posing rods and stuff are nice, but you know, it's fine. It's nice they included this, and I'm pretty sure in the newer figures they have a better stand, I think. So yeah. Alright, so I got in a cool pose, because for some reason I need to put it in a cool pose before I get into it, and yeah. So here is the figure, and I think this figure looks awesome. I mean, I wasn't doubting it would look awesome, but it just looks really, really cool. So I guess let's just go ahead and get into the review. I don't really want to go over all like the different textures. I'm just not that kind of person, but there you go. You can see like it's super detailed, really, really nice. The texturing overall just looks so good. Anyways, moving on to the paint scheme. Of course, this is based on the JP3 male raptor, so it's going to be very much the same, but I guess we'll just go ahead and take a look at it. So the underside of this figure is this like kind of a tan yellowish green. It's like a light tan color that runs all the way out onto the very tip of the tail, which is really nice. Of course, the jaw is the same color, and you get some little stripes around the face of that same color. On top of that, we have the kind of like a brownish, it's almost got a purple or red tint to it, and then that's all like the top of the figure. And there's like, if you look really closely, you can see there's like little spots and stripes in there. Of course, you have the stripes on the top, which are a little more visible, and they go all the way out into the tail. Into the tail, you get this nice maroon crimson color. I don't know what to really call it. And same with the hands and feet are also that same color, but they have a dark wash on it, a black wash, I think, and it just makes them look a little bit darker, but you can tell where it's not washed, it's pretty much the same color. And of course the claws are painted, and you get a wash on the legs, actually the entire body, especially where it's a lighter color. You can definitely tell where the wash has been applied. Around the eye, there's a nice blue patch, and also the eye. Speaking of the eye, it looks really good. I really like the use of different colors. It's got the black underneath. It's got the orange, the bright orange, and then you got the little kind of like, actually it's almost the same color as this, the jaw, and then you got the pupil, which is really nice. And then of course you have the red over the crest there, and there's lots of like different dry brushes and washes all throughout the figure. Just makes it look really, really nice. The quills up here, I noticed they're a little folded down. I'm assuming that's from being in the packaging, kind of like bent them, but I hope over time they'll like poof out, or maybe I can heat it up and like maybe get them into place. And then of course you got the white stripe that goes all the way down the tail. I always forget about the mouth, but yeah, the inside of the mouth is sculpted beautifully, actually. Wow, look at those teeth. Those teeth are incredible. I don't know, they look so good. These might be the best looking teeth I've actually seen. Are they better than BOTM? Hold on. They're different than BOTM, but I really like the way these look. They're almost transparent, but not. It just really looks like real teeth. BOTM just has the paint over it. And I think this is like a kind of a transparent-ish plastic that they're molded in and then just painted over, and they just kind of give a wash over the teeth. I don't know, but it looks really nice. You don't really notice the teeth unless you're really looking at it, but man, would it look so much cooler, and like if you're paying attention to it, it just looks really nice. I don't know, maybe it's just me being weird, but I really like the way those teeth look, and they're like they genuinely look sharp. And of course, the inside of the mouth is painted a nice pink color with a darker wash over it. You know how much I love the washes, especially in the mouth. The mouth always needs a wash. And the tongue is sculpted really nicely. Yeah, overall this figure is awesome. And that is like pretty much covers it. I didn't pose it good. But yeah, I guess let's just go over the articulation, because that is the whole reason I got this figure, is because it has articulation. I don't know why I grabbed it so aggressively. So yeah, it's really nicely articulated, although there are some areas where it's kind of especially the waist joint. I am such a big fan of waist joints. Oh my gosh, I have been spoiled with them with BOTM, and now I get mad whenever a articulated figure doesn't have a waist joint, because it's just such a amazing part of the figure. It just allows for so much extra posability. I'm not even joking. It makes such a difference. But yeah, if I take a look at this, I mean, it goes left and right. It's kind of wiggly. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't like move that much. It just kind of is wiggly. I mean, it still is good. I'm glad it's there. I think it could be better. The up and down also could be much more better. It's just like, it's again really wiggly. Like, yeah, you can do this, but that doesn't change much. I want to be able to like crouch down like my BOTM raptors can, and it can. It's sufficient, I guess, but it's not like ideal. It's not the best joint, but yeah. That pretty much goes over everything I really wanted to say about the figure. It's really nice. It's very screen accurate, and it's just fun to pose and stuff. I've never really had a good JP3 raptor, well, any Jurassic Park raptor. I mean, we had the Amber collection with it, but it's not good. It's so bad. In fact, it's embarrassingly bad. It was, in fact, maybe one of the worst cases of Mattel having quality control issues. Look at this. And I'm not saying, and this isn't just mine. No, it's not. It's all of them, I'm pretty sure. Some of them are better than others, but I'm fairly certain most, if not all, of this design of raptor, this JP3 Amber Collection raptor, has this issue, and it's terrible. And also, look at those teeth. That is disgusting. It just, ew, I don't like looking at that. Just the whole figure is not as nice. The joints are super loose. It's super wide. My man just slid right down there. I guess kind of proving the point I was trying to make of how wide this figure is. I don't think it could slide down here. Yeah, no, it's way too wide to fit down there. But yeah, this is much thinner than this, and it just looks so much more accurate to what you actually would expect a JP3 Raptor to look like, and it's so much better than this. This is trash. This is actual garbage compared to this. I thought this was cool when it came out. I thought it was cool and I wanted it, and then I had this issue and I'm like, oh, you know what, it's fine. It's whatever. And now it just sits there disintegrating probably. It's the fun fact, this is the only Amber Collection Raptor I have left that actually has its full tail intact. The Delta and Blue both have disintegrated. Well, it's this tip that has fallen off. The tail is still this weird material. I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't want to break it, but yeah, it's weird. Anyways, that's that, I guess. I kind of went off on my own little thing there, but I guess let's do some size comparisons. So we already did the Amber Collection Raptor. Here is the Hammond Collection Velociraptor, and how goofy it looks. Wow. Now, this isn't like exactly a Jurassic Park 3 Raptor, but it's the same model and same sculpt and everything. It's just a repaint. So, yeah, there is one of the JP3 Velociraptors. And actually, I forget I have this thing, but here's the Mattel version of the JP3 male raptor. If you want to compare, I mean, it's like not. Can you even compare these two? They're the same thing, but yet so different. I mean, this looks completely bare behind like this line. There's like no paint on the claws or the tail. They didn't even give it the cool like brown hands or the cool red hands and feet or the tail or anything. No, they just left it boring and brown and made it look weird and more fat than it actually is for no reason. And of course, no size comparison would be complete without a regular Mattel Velociraptor. You were expecting me to do something with an Anhinga, weren't you? Well, little did you know, I actually recorded this video earlier, and I lost the Anhinga. I threw it back behind. Well, I threw it, and then it slid, and then it went back behind there. And I'm way too lazy to get it out, so have a heron instead. Alright, so my final thoughts on this figure are, unsurprisingly, but I really like this figure. I'm actually pretty impressed by it. The articulation is great. There are some places that I think could be improved, but overall, it's done really nicely. Some of the joints are really good, especially the knee joint is way better than I expected it would be. And it's just really, really nice looking. It's fun to pose, and I thoroughly enjoyed having it. I will say, at least on mine, the jaw is really loose. In fact, it completely fell off when I was heating up the joints. And I would say this is just because of my figure having this, but the female raptor also has a slightly, pretty loose joint. It's fairly loose, way looser than I would want it to be, so just be careful with that. And if you do decide to dab some super glue on it, please make sure you continue moving that joint until it is fully dried, because I did a very stupid thing and got distracted while in the process of doing that, and now my figure's jaw is semi-permanently in a position forever, and it's kind of bugging me a lot. I'm glad it's actually, like, not the worst in the world. I can still move it, but, like, just don't do that. Be super, super careful. But, yeah, that's really all I have to say. This figure's awesome, and I think you should totally get it if you want it. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Anyways, I guess, well, I swear that happens all the time, and I hate it so much. I need to actually get better recording stuff. I've had the same thing for, like, my entire time on YouTube, and I need a new tripod, man. I need one. This thing is absolute crap, and it doesn't work. It's very stable, and he's such a nice guy.